Hi, I'm Melanie Scoggins, and this is Locally Leesburg, where each week we highlight a business that helps make our town so unique. Today we're at Nova Creative Reuse Center, located at 203 Loudon Street underneath, so you have to walk down the stairs to get in. Today we're with Leah, who is the Executive Director. Thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you so much for coming by.
This place is so cool. I just discovered it, and I'm sure that a lot of people don't know about it. So give us all of the information about what a Creative Reuse Center is.
It is a mouthful, yes.
And about your 501c3 status and sort of how you operate.
Sure. Well, we are a little tricky to find because we are in the basement level, so you do have to come downstairs, so thank you for seeking us out. So Nova Creative Reuse Center, so we do Nova CRC, it's a little bit easier, was started at the end of 2018, early 2019 in Paonian Springs. And it was started as a 501c3 nonprofit, and it is similarly to a lot of creative reuse centers across the country and actually internationally. Our goal is to keep continually things that are still useful out of the waste stream, things that can be recreated, reimagined, and reused, and to make all arts and crafts stuff available and affordable for people. And yeah, so that's our mission.
So you really seem to be reaching that well. There are all kinds of things in here. You have material,
Yes.
You have ribbon, you have. I'm sure everybody will see on the video. But
Yes.
the other cool thing that you do is you figure out what you have and then you offer workshops around that.
Yes, and right now I am the only staff, and so we are slowly trying to do an uptick in workshops. We've done a couple. We've done a junk journaling workshop and a beginning knitting, and we look around and we have a ton of knitting needles and we have lots of yarn, and so we had a volunteer come in and teach a knitting class. With our junk journaling, we have lots of scrapbooking, lots of stamps, and lots of empty journals. People will donate those as well, and so people came in and made them their own. And that's really the point, is to have people come in and look, and to help as a community realize that all of this stuff can be made into something else.
So you brought up two things I want to talk about. One of them is you said you had one volunteer. I assume that you need more.
I do. I actually have several volunteers. We had one volunteer who was able to teach the knitting class, but we do have other volunteers, but we can always use more. And
do the volunteers need to have a specific talent, or are you looking for people to run the store, accept donations?
Yeah, all of those things. So if you have a talent that you want to share, that's always great. But I do need help with the store. We have lots of people coming in with donations, and we're about to open up our donations, but I need more volunteers first because people are very generous, and so to help sort. And a lot of our volunteers started off as customers, and so, people are interested. We would love to have more.
So that's the other thing I was going to ask about donations, and you've answered that. And then in addition to the workshops and all of the things, people can't just come in when you're open and shop.
We are a retail store, so we are an arts and crafts thrift store as a shorthand. So if you want to come in and you maybe want to try out some hobby that you haven't, you want to try out jewelry making, but you don't want to spend a ton of money in case you don't like it, or something comes up, you can come in here and you can spend a couple of bucks. You can get started and you can see if that really awakens something.
So tell everybody when you're opened, what are your hours, and then you've only been in Leesburg for a little time, but what do you like best? So your hours, and what do you like best about being in Leesburg?
Okay, well, our hours are Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So Thursday and Friday we're open noon to 6, and then Saturday we're open 10 to 3. We would love to expand those hours, but those are what we're with right now. And then as far as Leesburg, we've been in this location since 2023, and I was not here. I've come on newly, and so our founder was here and was only open once a week, and so we're just now getting people to come in. And I think the thing that I really love about Leesburg, and I've lived here for over 10 years, is that people see something and they like it and they're supportive, and they've gone out and they've told everybody, and they've really helped with our momentum. It's a small town that's very supportive, I think, of its local businesses, and I really, really appreciate that.
We appreciate so much that you're here. This is so neat. I was so excited when I found it. Tell everybody your website, or however you would like for them to learn more.
Sure, so it's novacrc.org. and that is our website, and on there we have contact information. You can contact us, you can fill out a donation form if you really want to donate. We can take a look and see if we have space, or if you want to volunteer, there's also a volunteer form on there.
Okay. Thank you so much, Leah.
Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you being here.
I'm Melanie Scoggins. This is Locally Leesburg, and I'll see you soon.